What's good? It's your boy Tap, and I'm back like a quick attack with the five piece of the week. Now, before I landed on the team that you see on the screen, I did test out some degenerate teams in day one and day two. I did try Steelix, Hakomo O, Bastion. Don't at me, trainers. You like to catch me lacking at the end of the season with Bastion. I decided to catch you lacking at the beginning of the season. All jokes aside, though, the team wasn't fun. It wasn't flexible. I really didn't enjoy it. I eventually settled on continuing to rely on bulk, but with a more flexible, less RPS team in that of Azu, Corsola, and Cradley. And that did work. What I found this season was my team would work day one and then not work day two. Rinse, repeat. So after a small meta read, I decided to use Toedscruel. And I didn't expect Toedscruel to do so well. And that's why I selected this particular five piece for my first five piece of the week. And I hope you enjoy the battles. It's Toedscruel, Ursula, Dedenne, and they absolutely went on a rampage. By the time I checked my stats, I realized that this team had gotten me a 15 win streak, and I didn't even realize. This is the first 5-0 from the set, and I also did receive a 0-5. I was thinking to myself, I should do a review of also my 0-5s, which I find, which I think might be a little bit more valuable than reviewing the 5-0s. And if you guys are interested in that, say something in the comments. Let me know if you want me to review 0-5s, see what the mindset was. Maybe we can avoid future tilts. But with no further ado, let's review these battles. Now, these battles are in real time because I'm ripping them straight from my Twitch live stream. I am live at 10 p.m. every day. So the lead for this battle was Corviknight, which is a horrible lead. So if you look at my team composition, you can see that it's a very easy safe switch decision to make. I can either flip this switch, get a really big advantage, or get to realign my Dedenne onto this Corviknight. And I think I just shielded a bit. I wasn't paying attention because I was speaking. Oh no, I did not. I did not shield the bait, which is really good for me. He did get the boost, so the bait ends up being worth it. I shield now. I don't think he's gonna bait again.
Yo, how do I get so lucky, bro?
And I get a raid from its accent, and I'm so blessed. And you can see from the replay that I'm very happy and excited. World champion Yakai. I know I should be reviewing this battle, and we will get into reviewing the battles, but that was a really exciting moment for me. World champion Yakai following me, Mountain Dugon, the famous Mountain Dugon following me, and a lot of cool people just coming into the stream. So yeah, again, just like in real life, just like when I was in the stream, I have to lock in. So let's lock in here.
Thank you so much, Yakai.
So they have their own Dedenne. I have no more shields, but I do know that I can live a play rough from full health on my own Toedscruel. My Toedscruel is horrible
I
IVs.
can't imagine what the third Pokemon is. Kid Rome, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. What?
They just let it go. They just let it go, and they don't know that I have a Dedenne, but maybe they do know.
Oh man.
Maybe they did a team read and realized I might have an electric type in the back, and that's why they put it all on their Quagsire. But this is just going to be a W for me.
We resist Stone Edge.
Yeah, we resist Stone Edge. Aquatail, especially from a non-Shadow Quagsire, will not do a lot. I'm just going to charge up to the double seed bombs before I throw. There's no reason to throw right away. Either my opponent will decide it's over, and they can just leave the match. And either way, I'll just have the two seed bombs ready to get the shields, and the second one to get rid of the Quagsire.
Yo, are those all follows? Interesting team. I wanted to test Toedscruel out. Damn. I think we live this though.
Even if we didn't live this,
Just barely.
I'm pretty sure I would live a Aqua Tail or a Stone Edge long enough to get to either a Parabolic Charge or a Play Rough on my Dedenne. But in this particular battle, he doesn't even have to see the third. I don't think a lot of people were prepared for Toedscruel. PV Poke has it ranked at 76, but it performs a lot better than a ranked 76 Pokemon, whatever that means. I've used all sorts of different ranked Pokemon to Expert and Legend rank. I've taken Hakomo to Legend before. I don't really believe in the PV Poke rankings, and this showcase will demonstrate that you should not only be picking from the top 30, top 50, top 10. There are so many Pokemon to use. All right, so looks like we're gonna get into the next battle at some point. I'm drinking water, reading chat. For the most part, I go straight through my battle, so this won't be too chopped up. I mean, or too stally.
Yo, DV. Hey, Posh Queen, how you doing?
So we see a Dedenne lead, which is a fantastic lead. Last time we didn't win lead. This time we do win lead. What do they switch to? Now they switch to their own Toedscruel. Now I think that I'm gonna want to wrap this Toedscruel and then probably safe swap into my Corsola. I don't remember exactly what I did in this particular situation, but okay, yeah. So that's what I do. I stay swap into my Corsola. It's bulky enough to take whatever this is. If it's Earth Power Seed Bomb, obviously Wrap is not going to do anything to us. And they decide to go for a Wrap. Now it's going to be very easy to keep alignment, but in this particular situation, you're definitely going to always want to do anything you can to keep alignment. So even though it's not going to get sketchy, if it ever did get sketchy, I would be fighting for alignment in this situation.
Okay, we're still at shield parity, which is nice.
Okay, so here we have Dedenne coming back in. They don't want it to face off with the Toedscruel, so this makes sense. It's going to buff itself up, but it really doesn't matter. We get the alignment we want. And we're lucky enough that the third Pokemon is Jellicent. With two shields, once I throw on bad timing here, and they are able to sneak a Hex, but like a D-Gen trainer, I am just looking to buff up my Dedenne before I take any damage from this Jellicent. And I'm going to shield so that I'm extra buffed up so that even for the mirror becomes even hard for my opponent. Now I'm going to commit to proper timing now. I wouldn't be surprised if I shield again. I don't think I lose anything for it. And yeah, I do shield again. And I'm going to throw on proper timing. That's one. And the Parabolic Charge.
We're double boosted. Kind of like. We also have C-Bomb. You do have to look out for the switch. They're going to switch.
All right, so they go for the switch. We know that we can live a Play Rough from full health. We're going to want to just wrap and then continue to slap down. It should be very easy.
I think that we live a Play Rough anyway, so this is actually fine. Yeah, it hurts.
Okay. Now they let us. I think we CMP tie on the Seed Bomb to their Surf, and it's just a win now.
Ouch.
So yeah, that is a CMP tie. They did not get denied.
All right. Team is all right so far. I don't know if any of you trainers that are watching are in New York, but I'm hosting a really cool event on September 27th in New York where the prize is 1,200 Pokecoins.
All right, so we get another bad lead. And again, if you look at my team, this is the easiest safe switch decision you can ever make. We safe swap into Corsola, and We start racing towards the power gem. I'm probably not going to throw the power gem right away because I'm anticipating a catch. They don't go for the catch, but we are bulky enough to take whatever move they want to throw. So I will not be throwing up a shield here. They come in with Marowak. And what I really did like about day one of using this team is that Corsola was successfully baiting out the Mud Boy almost like 100% of the time. If there was a Mud Boy on the team and I safe swapped my Corsola, my opponent felt like their best form of action was to switch to a ground type. And it really opens up the lane for my Dedenne to take over, especially since the Mud Boy that I'm carrying walls the other Mud Boys. So I'm going to be able to get some energy on it while not even having to worry about using shields. And I really enjoy teams where there's enough bulk or debuff factor where I can be flexible with my shield usage. I don't like being forced to use shields. I like to manage my energy. I do like to make catches when they make sense. And you see that this Bone Club, even from this Shadow Shiny, does nothing.
Right, yo, then they show me some stuff.
And so, and we get lucky here. They're not expecting, and then they just top left. They're not expecting the Dene in the back. They already brought their Mud Boy out. They know that Corsola beats Empoleon, so they were forced to. So, like, that's the thing about reading a meta and then building a team against the meta. You can get a lot of RPS wins if you can make a logical decision on what people will be bringing. And yeah, this game, you will still need skill, but you can skip a lot of the skill by just making a really good meta read. And I think for the showcases, for the 5 piece of the week, I think that's what we'll be looking for. It's like what team was the best for that particular rotation. All right, so I don't know exactly what I want to do. I remember when I was battling, I didn't know what I want to do. I think I go for a wrap, and I do remember saying to myself like, "Oh, I could take one move." I forgot that they buffed Dragon Claw, and this, oh my god, this does so much damage.
Wow, bro.
It does so much damage, and I safe swap, and they come in with Ninetales. I am quick enough to see the typing come in, and I see that it's a fire type, so I'm hoping that they no shield is thinking it's a Nightshade, but they see that I had enough time to recognize that it was a fire type, and they rightfully put up the shield. Now, Ninetales is pretty sketchy for me because it's super effective damage against my Mud Slapper, and it does have enough health to withstand said Mud Slaps. So I'm thinking that maybe I'm not giving up a shield here, and I'm gonna put it all on my Dedenne and just hope that I can use my Toedscruel as a catch. The timer does come up, and I really do enjoy the 45-second switch timer this season because I like to dance and I like to save energy and use it for the Pokemon that was hiding from the Pokemon that I had in the front. You know, you can always tell when someone's hiding a Pokemon in the back, and I love the 45-second timer for being able to like dance around with my energy. Timer's up, but I don't switch though because I don't think there's a benefit to switching because it would beat my Toedscruel with the Embers. Uh, so they have their own Dedenne, and I'm really not good at baiting. I have to work on it. This is probably a situation where it's logical to bait, but I really don't like my baits being called. So I full send the play rough, and they do rightfully put up the shield. I'm likely gonna put up my own shield because I am not buffed up and I am just little tiny mouse. Now, I'm probably a little bit anxious about throwing my play rough. I'm going to look for the thunder shock to come through, or I'm going to be patient. I'm not going to throw it right away, and I am being patient, and it pays off because though they're going to send this ancient power, I'm able to still get to the play rough. Now, they're going to have to throw their energy into me. They don't, and I get the play rough off. I guess they were a little bit anticipating a catch as well. And it really, it does so much damage. There's no coming back from my opponent.
Oh, damn. They play rough.
And they full send a play rough too. They weren't playing any games. They really wanted to get rid of my Dedenne, but we ended up taking the win. We also had all the energy in the world on our Toedscruel, so we were going to win that either way.
Didn't need to bait or anything.
Now, I did use this team again the following day, and I did extremely horrible. Well, the first set I did not use this team. I used Raikou instead. I used Azumarill and Raikou in place of Toedscruel and Dedenne. All right, let's look at this matchup. So the lead Pokemon is Marowak. They stay in the matchup, and we pretty much wall all of the energy that they have, as including fast move damage. So I don't overfarm. I throw right away because even if they catch, giving up alignment in this game is normally just game over. So I don't mind throwing right away in the beginning of the game. They do send their energy for some reason, and they're staying in, which makes me feel like potentially Toedscruel core breaks this team. They throw even more energy, so they don't want to. They're just soft losing this matchup, which means that they're ABA weak to Toedscruel. I'm hoping that in the moment I notice that, so I throw one Mud Slap and I switch, and somehow the Incinerate does register. I think that is how it's supposed to work, but I really do wish I switched instead of taking the Incinerate.
I meant to switch way faster than that.
And you can hear me say that. Their third Pokemon is Azu, and because we shielded that Brave Bird, I feel like we will win the bulk war here. Because we're already ahead on energy. I'm certain that we saved the Seed Bomb.
We 110% no shield here.
So Azu sends an Ice Beam. And I'm wondering if I want to get a head start on my Dedenne and keep this energy. I do make different plays in different mindsets, which is why I want to review my 05s because I feel like okay, so yeah, that is the thought process that I have. So I do save the energy and I want to get a head start here. This head start is good because now I can buff my self up before taking a bunch of Incinerate damage. They're forced to shield this, so they just lose this thing. I'm waiting for them to throw, and then I will do two and throw. So yeah, I shield. I'm thinking, oh yeah, am I shielding a fly? But it is a flame charge, so it is the right shield. I will do two and throw. They're gonna shield this. I will be able to do two and throw again. The Dene is just too fast.
Too fast, baby. The Dene too fast, baby. I don't know why we didn't just stay in though. I guess I just wanted to do something with Toedscruel, to be honest with you.
Nice.
I like the team so far.
So yeah, that's the nice 5-piece. I think that we hit rank 16 on the 5-piece. And yeah, so for the most part, I really did enjoy the team. The team was really fun to use. I like using new Pokemon. So Toedscruel was a breath of fresh air for me to be able to just use and actually successfully use. I would recommend it for even just the regular rotation because a viewer of mine did come the next day and say that they used the team and they went on a crazy tear with it. But I will give you a warning that I did not have a successful day 2 with this team. And I ended up switching to another team that got me a 5-0 the first time I used it for a full set. So I will be reviewing that team possibly. So for the 5-piece of the week, it's essentially just me picking a cool 5-0 from the week's rotation. There's going to be a week rotation for every league, Great League, Ultra League, Master League, and whatever league I play, I will somehow get a 5-0. We will be reviewing that. I am interested in reviewing If this is your first time here at this channel, I appreciate you stopping by. Yo, it's your boy Tap. Please leave a like, subscribe, follow, hit me up on Twitch, Instagram, Twitter. It's all Tap Toedscruel. Thank you for stopping by. Peace out.